And there he is, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, I don't know who attacked me last week, but I know why. And to be honest, I don't blame them for doing what they're doing. They see me as the big dog here. Whoever attacked me last week, come out now.
Cody Rhodes waiting for the attackers to come, and oh no, from behind, one of the attackers who has attacked Cody Rhodes before, attacked Logan Paul and Austin Theory, is right here. He came from over the barricade. Cody Rhodes was not expecting it, and now this man's German suplex, having a steel chair, and he hits Cody Rhodes.
Cody, you think that was bad? Think about how we're treated every week. No one even knows what to call us. We, as a collective, don't even have a group name. Every time someone brings us up, they refer to us as the unknown group. At least you have your last name, which was given to you. Us, we're starting from the bottom. We didn't have anything given to us. But we're not going to wait around like anyone else who comes from down here. We'll carve our own path and fast track our way to the top. And we can't wait for you to come back when you are ready.
And this time, you don't want to come on backs. Raw! Come back on Raw!
But what about the women's tag team championships?
I am a women's North American champion.
Even better, I was the NXT women's champion.
What makes you think you're winning the titles? Also, I get this feeling that you two don't like each other.
Yeah, I get that too.
Y'all feel forced like Fifth Harmony. Did you see their reunion?
Speaking of, where's Jazmyn? Is she the Camilla of the group?
Why don't you think Jazmyn is with Fallon and Jacy ever? I'm sensing a duo in a trio.
You know, I hear Jazmyn is pregnant.
Oh, there she is right there. Hey, shouldn't you be home right now?
I know what you're doing. You're trying to make me feel like Jacy and Fallon exclude me. Well, next week I'm going to be in that tag team championship match.
It's not that. It's...
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and we have the first championship match. Starts off the show right here.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. On the way to the ring, Jacy, Jayne, and Janice Nick.
Fatal Influence here in this match. One of the teams who actually had a little bit of success. If you remember the last Legacy series, Jacy Jayne was supposed to have an NXT North American Women's Championship match, and then suddenly we added some members to the Universe mode, and now Jacy Jayne's getting her title shot here with Jazmyn Nix, her partner. These two ladies have had problems with their opponents in the past weeks. Right, there's apparently a pregnancy rumor for Jazmyn Nix. I don't know how true that is, because Jazmyn Nix is performing here today. She's going to be fighting. She's going to be competing. If she was pregnant, I don't think she would be doing that. But then again, there's some people, mothers, who aren't that great mothers. So their opponents, however, though, is going to be the green regime right here, Chelse and Alba. Two annoying ladies who...
And their opponents, the team of Chelse Green and Alba Fyre.
Chelse Green, Alba Fyre have been picking on Fatal Influence. There were no questioning, where was Jazmyn Nix, because she wasn't hanging around Fallon and Jacy. And they're trying to make Jazmyn Nix feel like the third member of Fatal Influence, like she's the least significant of the three. And however, they also heard the rumor that Jazmyn Nix is pregnant, and when they tried to bring it up to Jazmyn, I don't think Jazmyn quite understood what they were talking about. Jazmyn thought they were just trying to exclude her in the group and make her feel like a third wheel, but that's not actually why they were questioning why Jazmyn Nix was in this match, because Chelse and Alba were like, why are you in this match if you're pregnant? But before they could get the last part out, Jazmyn was like, I know what you're doing. So it was a little bit of a miscommunication there between the two groups. But nonetheless, Women's Tag Team Championships up for grabs right here. The winner it becomes the inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions. This series has been going on in, what, over a month, it feels like? Yeah, since August 31st. Okay, maybe not quite a month, but it's been going on for a while. And we're just now crowning the Women's Tag Team Champions. We crowned the Men's Tag Team, the World Tag Team Champions last week, which was won by the Street Profits. So which team is it going to be? And slap misses in Alba Fyre. Alba Fyre is one of these superstars who is one of the best technical wrestlers, but she hasn't gotten quite a lot of matches to show her ability. She needs the opportunities, and she's in a championship match right here with Chelsea Green. So Alba Fyre kicking the leg of Jazmyn Nix, and we know Jazmyn, former Division 1 soccer player, so she has a lot of power in her leg. She likes to use that in her moveset. And Alba Fyre with a soccer-like kick right there, but Jayne, cheap shot to the back of the head. Alba Fyre stomping though on the face of Jazmyn Nix once more, and another stop from Alba Fyre. Alba Fyre has yet to win championship gold on the main roster. She's a former NXT UK Women's Champion. She's had different success in NXT right there. But then look at this pin by Jazmyn though, gets her off, and Jazmyn Nix though trying to turn things around right here, throws Alba into the corner. Nix kind of beat up from her back being stretched right there. But look at these kicks from Jazmyn Nix. This is what we're talking about, that soccer background. She knows how to kick hard, right, as you would imagine. There's a reason why a lot of soccer players become NFL kickers, because they have a big boot. They can kick far. They have a lot of power. And going for the pin right there gets kicked out by Alba Fyre. So the winner of this match has a chance to make history. Being the inaugural champions. We look at the inaugural champions of this Legacy series thus far. We have Cody Rhodes, inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, right? Also at Clash in Paris, we have Rhea Ripley, the inaugural Women's World Champion. That's Alba Fyre with a big elbow drop right there. So there's a lot of history has already been made, as Jazmyn Nix barely kicks out at 2. Alba Fyre almost won the match, and Chelsea Green wouldn't have ever even had to get in and get her hands dirty, as I'm sure Chelsea Green likes. So Alba Fyre trying to do some great things right here, and a suplex throws her down. Alba Fyre is carrying the team right now. Tags in Chelsea Green. Jazmyn Nix looking to make a tag right there, as Chelsea Green is showboating, and in comes Jayne, and both had ideas of kicking each other. Chelsea Green with the cutter, a jumping cutter from Chelsea Green, now targeting Jazmyn Nix, attacking 2 women at the same time. Chelsea Green DDT to Jayne, and Chelsea Green off the bat with so much energy, with a nice sequence of moves, chops right there, and those her Jayne does. Chelsea Green is definitely the fan favorite in this match. You see how many fans Chelsea Green has, and how much people reward her husband and give him credit for that. But Jayne showing that, hey, she doesn't have to be the favorite. She doesn't have to have people to like her to be a good superstar, right? And Jazmyn Nix coming in, doing a little bit of showboating herself, as in comes Alba Fyre. And look at that drag, that kick. It looked like a tackle from soccer that Jazmyn Nix just did. Leg DDT right there. So Jazmyn Nix, if she was pregnant, then she doesn't look like she's pregnant, right? So I'm starting to not believe those rumors. I think that's exactly what they were, just rumors. Jazmyn Nix has no problems here, making a tag into Jayne. Just had to come in for a little bit right there. Jayne going after Alba, but look at this. Look, she's got her on her back, and face first goes Jayne. Alba Fyre going for a cover right here. This could be it for the Women's Tag Team Championships, and break up from Jazmyn Nix, breaking up the pin for the sake of Jayne, former TNA Women's Champion, former NXT Women's Champion, holding both titles at the same time at one point in time, believe it or not. And Chelsea Green, there's her down. Chelsea Green, someone who's never won the top prize in women's wrestling in WWE. She's a former WWE Women's United States Champion, but right here looking to add to that list, become a tag team champion. Single leg Boston Crab here from Chelsea Green, the Canadian with the Boston Crab, and she lets up right there. But the damage has been done to the leg and the lower back. Chelsea Green climbing to the top rope now. Look at Chelsea from up there. You don't usually see her fly in WWE, but big drop kick. We know she's been in Lucha Underground. She's been in other wrestling promotions and shown off that ability. Doing it here, but Jazmyn Nix was a drop kick right there and picture perfect senton roll through right there. And that's the thing about these new batch of superstars. They're just so uber athletic, and what they're able to do in the ring is just truly amazing. But Chelsea Green, with that long wrestling experience that she has, that she's flipping her over body slam to Jazmyn Nix, and Chelsea Green now headed to the outside where Jazmyn Nix rolled through, and now on the outside Chelsea Green with another neck breaker to Jazmyn Nix. Chelsea Green now heading inside, or no, she's heading to the top. What can she do from up there? And diving elbow drop from the top rope to the outside is Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green with a leg drop, looking like a Rough Rider right there. Elbow drop to Jazmyn Nix. And Chelsea Green showing off some wrestling moves that we've never seen before. Now keep in mind though, this is Chelsea Green's first match of the Legacy Series. This is everyone's first match. Jacy Jayne had a match in the previous, but look at this. Unprettier and unprettier from Chelsea Green in her own corner. And just like that, Chelsea Green and Alba Fyre are the women's tag team champions. What a match we just saw. We saw Jazmyn Nix put up a good fight, right? I think she pretty much laid those pregnancy rumors, to rest right here. Because Jazmyn Nix looking more impressive than Jacy Jayne, dare I say, who's supposedly the leader. I don't know. I don't think there's a leader in Fatal Influence, but there's no telling with this group. They have all sorts of shenanigans. Alba Fyre, not to be overlooked here, she did a lot of the heavy lifting in the beginning of the match. And once Chelsea Green got in, she did her bit as well. You cannot say either one of these women carried, because Chelsea Green and Alba Fyre each put in the work. They each did a ton of great moves, phenomenal moves. And in the end, it was Chelsea Green with a Rough Rider on the outside and then an unprettier inside the ring in the corner. And that is what it took for the Green regime to become tag team champions.
And the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the team of Chelsea Green and Alba.
That's 2 out of 3 belts for Chelsea Green if she wants to be a Grand Slam champion one day. And Alba Fyre and her are the inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions. World Tag Team Championship Tournament Final we're starting. And this is the team. Rey Fenix and El Hijo del Vikingo are here. Works to perfection right there. And Vikingo with the drop kick. Look at this. Hurricanrana. You need to take note of, as Montez Ford finally getting out of the grasp of El Hijo del Vikingo. And that's it. From a countout.
World Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
So congratulations to the Street Profits for becoming the first World Tag Team Champions of this Legacy Series.
We did it, man.
We won the tournament just like I said we would.
And now the Street Profits are the World Tag Team Champions.
Hold up. We've won the Raw titles, SmackDown titles, WWE Tag titles, and now the World Tag Team Championships. That makes us the most decorated tag team in the history of WWE, and dare I say, the best.
And oh snap. The Dudley Boys are on Monday Night Raw. These are the ghosts.
Well, look who just crashed the party. For years, for decades, you've been chanting our names. You've been begging to see the most dangerous tag team in wrestling history. And now in 2020, the Dudley Boys are back in the WWE. But Street Profits want to say they're the best tag team in WWE history.
Oh, my brother, testify. That's right, Bubba. They don't know. We are the standard. And if any team in that locker room thinks they're the future, well, boys, you're looking at the past, the present, and the future World Tag Team Champions.
So what's good, Lash? You ever date a use before?
I don't date uses. I train uses. You need guidance, not romance.
Oh, that's cold, but I feel it. That's the type of honesty a use needs.
Lola, you into smooth talkers or guys who just keep it real?
I like guys who can dance and fight. Can you do either?
Both. And I do them better than anybody in this room.
Confident. But let's see if you can back it up. Maybe I'll give you round 2. Off camera.
We're back after an interesting round of speed dating. Looks like everything worked out pretty good, but here is one of the members you just saw in speed dating is Jayne Evans, who looks to be with Lola Vice right now. Checking him out, trying to see for herself, is he the real deal? Is he someone who's pretty interesting? Is he actually a good superstar? Because that's part of her requirements, is that he needs to be a good fighter. Right, she's a good fighter herself, so the man should be a better fighter. And Jayne Evans, has a lot to impress right here with Lola Vice.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds,
Jayne Evans. One word to describe him besides Rizzy is bouncy. Right? That's one word that everyone uses to describe Jayne Evans. He's having a match right here. He didn't do too well in the last Legacy series. He was a little bit nervous. He lost in the Battle Royal, and he couldn't find a ground after that. But Jayne Evans, maybe because he has Lola Vice watching him, he's gonna step up his game because he has to impress her. He cannot look like he was all talk, right? He talked a pretty good talk. I'm gonna give Jayne Evans credit. Like, that's better than I can do. I can talk about myself, but it's not really what you would like to hear, right? I can talk about myself for a long time. I have multiple YouTube channels. Jayne Evans told Lola Vice what she needed to hear about him. And it's not going to be easy for Jayne Evans to win this match, right? Because we have a returning, we saw them debut a couple weeks ago, but it's the White Six. So one of the members of the White Six is going to be competing against Jayne Evans here. And yeah, this is, I don't think this is the kind of occasion that she would like to bring a date to, because the Whites, I guess people they go on dates and watch horror films a lot, raid and other stuff, but that's the White Six. And the opponent, as you saw right there, is going to be Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis is going to get in the ring with Jayne Evans. None of the White Six have had a match in this new Legacy series. Jayne Evans has only been involved in a Battle Royal and a mixed tag team match, I believe, which had a pretty great result. You can go check out the old Legacy series. It's still on this channel, so you can go binge watch that. It was pretty entertaining storylines, if I must say so myself. But the White Six are here, and for the first match, we don't know what to expect with the White Six. We didn't know what to expect whenever they had a tag team match against the Street Profits, in which the Street Profits actually overcame them, and that was Jacy teaming with Dexter Lumis. But right now, we have Dexter Lumis in singles competition. So that's Uncle Howdy in the chair, Eric Rowan in the back, Jacy on the left, and Dexter Lumis on the right. If you're looking at who's on the bottom, that's Nikki Cross. So Jayne Evans has quite a bewildering opponent here, as Nikki Cross can remain outside with him to kind of even the odds of Jayne Evans having Lola. And right there, just like that, a chicken wing. A chicken wing is applied. Dexter Lumis and Jayne Evans needs to get out of this. He does. So good for Jayne. Misses right there. And Dexter Lumis, look at this springboard drop kick from Dexter Lumis. Who knew he could do that? We saw him go to the top rope and do some elbow drops and splashes in the last match and the tag match against the Street Profits a few weeks ago. But look, an elbow drop right there. Dexter Lumis is he's showing off his springboard ability before Jayne Evans ever did. As a blockbuster right there, going for a cover. is Dexter Lumis, and Jayvon kicks out already. Lola Vice trying to get the crowd to cheer for Jayvon, and Jayvon, rolling out right there, cleanly getting up, and Jayvon Evans elbow drop to the arm of Dexter Lumis, and Jayvon Evans trying to get some moves going on, get something going, as he cannot let up on his attack on Dexter Lumis. You see, it's been one move after the other, but just like that, Dexter Lumis is back up and springboard chop kick, perfectly landing on the face of Jayvon Evans. Dexter Lumis throwing the arm right there, and once again he's climbing middle rope now, and double axe handle misses. Jayvon Evans reverses, and he's going for a pin right here. Jayvon Evans to beat Dexter Lumis, and Dexter turns it around, flips it over, and kick out from Jayvon. Dexter Lumis, having a counter to almost any move that Jayvon Evans has been able to do, hitting him so hard on the face that he busted his forehead right there. But look at this takedown from Jayvon Evans, back on his feet. The kid from North Carolina, only 21 years old, barely old enough to partake in beverages. That's Dexter Lumis from behind though, and look at that clobbering hand from Dexter Lumis. Now beat down on the mat, and Jayvon, he should not showboat. Yes, he has Lola Vice to impress. Yes, Lola Vice is a snack, but Jayvon Evans needs to focus on Dexter Lumis right here. And Dexter Lumis with these punches, he's got a pretty good set of fists, as we can say. We've known that about Dexter Lumis for a long time, since he was in NXT. Now going for this lock right here, a chin lock. Jayvon Evans slips out, and now with Dexter Lumis throws him off the ropes, and Jayvon Evans jumps over him, and the drop kick misses. Dexter Lumis avoiding the drop kick. Like I said, he has a counter for like almost everything, but Jayvon Evans, look at this, gets out of that from behind, and he turns around and Hurricanrana from Jayvon Evans. Dexter Lumis is down. Jayvon has the opening he needs. Clothesline misses though. Dexter Lumis ducks the clothesline, and now he's got a hold of Jayvon Evans face first into the top turnbuckle, and Dexter Lumis positioning Jayvon Evans, and now look at him throw him shoulder first into the corner, into the ring post. Jayvon Evans trying to get up, his shoulder still a little bit hurting. Slap though and kick using his legs, and Russian leg sweep from Jayvon Evans takes down Dexter Lumis. At this point in the match, it is still anyone's game, and look at that kick. Jayvon Evans off the ropes with that rebound kick, and now the flying Superman punch from Jayvon. And Jayvon Evans is fired up right here. He just did two of his signature moves. Now climbing to the top rope, and a cutter from Jayvon Evans. This is it. Go for the pin right here. Jayvon Evans to beat Dexter Lumis, and no! Dexter still kicks out. What is it going to take for Dexter Lumis to go down? Drop kick right there from Jayvon Evans. He threw everything that he had. All the moves that he could, he did to Dexter Lumis right there. Dexter Lumis back on his feet. Super kick though from Jayvon Evans. Takes down Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis is down and out. He took him to 2 to kick out last time, so Jayvon's not far. Frog splash though. A frog splash from Jayvon Evans in front of Lola Vice, mind you. And look at this. What was that aerial move? A thing of beauty. The NXT Youngblood beats Dexter Lumis. Oh my gosh. Jayvon Evans in a one-on-one match with his potential girlfriend watching at the side. Someone who he fared pretty well with in speed dating, who set the conditions that he has to be a good fighter. Jayvon Evans, impressive here tonight, showing that yeah, he's a pretty good fighter. He is pretty bouncy. He is very athletic, and he has what it takes to be a good superstar. He just beat Dexter Lumis of the Wyatt 6. A big, huge win for Jayvon Evans right there. Some of these moves he pulls off is just like, how does one not even just think of that, but actually execute these moves? Jayvon Evans, just a really athletic freak right here tonight, able to get the win over Dexter.
Here's your winner,
Jayvon Evans now can celebrate with this girl, and I think he secured a date right there. Javon Evans, strikes gold right here, not just because he was able to bag Lola Vice, but because he was able to beat Dexter Lumis of the White Series. Right, this is just as much about the win as it is about the girl. Like, that's a W, man, right there.